This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
99X, it's Barnes and Leslie. We are your Morning X, talking tattoos. Leslie, you don't have tattoos, right?
I don't. Never had a desire.
Ever?
Nothing against them.
You didn't have, like, the tiniest desire?
Not really.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah, I know.
I know Crash has some.
I think he has some that he regrets.
I've got one. I don't regret it. I waited till late in life. I didn't have the urge as a teen or in 20s, even in 30s, to get it.
And where's the longhorn thing on you?
High up on my right arm.
Okay.
It's like a, almost like barbed wire-ish wrapped in the horns.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
I'm hardcore, Leslie. You've seen it. You haven't seen it? Well, the story about this 9-year-old girl in Arizona who has this fresh American flag on her left bicep is super strange because she came in with her family, and they're from Turkey originally, wanted to get a tattoo of Trump on her neck.
And the parents agreed to this. I think it was their idea.
The parents agreed, and the tattoo artist didn't agree, so he upcharged them big time and then did something totally different on her arm, which is even like a whole other question. But hey, Morning X, how old is too young, or what age should you be able to officially get a tattoo? What do you think?
Officially, when you're legal.
I mean, 18 just seems too young. I know that technically, probably most places that's okay.
Well, 18's better than 9.
18's better than 9. It's an upgrade. What's your name?
I'm Tina Engberg.
Hi, Tina.
Hey, Tina.
Do you have any tattoos?
I do not, actually.
No? You never had the urge?
I never had the urge.
Do you have daughters?
I have sons.
Sons. And what if they came to you at 9 and wanted a tattoo?
Well, the answer would be no, because if I have to ask you to change your underwear, you're not getting a tattoo.
There's a good way to do it. I would take a bunch of needles and just start poking and going, does that feel good? Because you're about to go through 5 hours of that.
Well, I mean, it isn't even that.
I know. I'm just saying.
I work with 9-year-olds, and they're more concerned about what their favorite Squishmallow is.
Yeah, I'm all for the henna ink, or whatever it's called, the temporary ink. Go for it. Try it out.
Well, I mean, when my kids were 9, we used to go to events, and they would get they would get the little tattoos that you could get off your skin with a little rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was enough. That was fun, and that was all they really needed.
That's a good point, because then later, they've already moved past it. They're like, whatever, I don't care. They care about it in that moment. But can you imagine if you would have done the Trump on her neck?
I mean, we did talk about cognitive abilities at the age of 9, but it sounds like it was somebody else's idea. I just think it's too young to get a tattoo.
Well, 9-year-olds aren't legally allowed to consent to much of anything.
True.
Arizona, they are, with parents' approval.
And now this tattoo artist is getting death threats.
Well, that is extreme. I honestly believe that the tattoo artist has an ethical reason to reject that.
I agree.
Even if a parent comes to you and says, I really need this, my kid really needs a tattoo on their arm. There's also ethics involved in the practice of being a licensed tattoo artist.
Yeah, he could have said no and walked away. I agree with you, Tina.
He could have said no.
Yeah, he said someone else was going to do it anyway, and so he did it. But he didn't do what they asked for, which is even weirder.
That isn't even a reason to capitulate. I mean, if you understand what ethics are, then that's you're not passing it off to the next person who might do it.
Well, congratulations, because capitulate has never been used on our little program ever in the history.
It's the word of the day.
That is the word of the day. Thank you very much for dropping that. That was a big flex. That was serious. Serious.
Tina, you're the best.
But hey, have a great day. I want to squeak a few more people in. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Thanks. Have a great day.
Thanks.
We'll see you later.
knew you were gonna
Damn, I mean, just stop it. Capitulate. Hey, Morning X.
Hey, how are you doing?
Hey, good. What is your name?
Sean Jones.
Sean, what do you think about this?
I think it's, first off, longtime freeloader. Got my card above me from like back in the day. So love you guys.
You're not going to capitulate that thing, are you? Even if I try to get it from you?
Yeah, I would be happy to.
So you got the freeloader card. Is it one of the ones that had an artist on it or just the old school one?
It has the red and white blue guitar with the gentleman what reminds me of the Tabernacle, and then it's the IM99X, the old school
Hold
one.
on. Fram, you're not even going to give me credit for using capitulate in a sentence?
Actually, I am. I'm very happy
Jeez.
that you did that.
Okay, anyway. So 9-year-olds getting tattoos. Back to the topic.
Yeah. Well, it just seems kind of goofy, isn't it? I mean, you're not. I doubt they understand the long-term consequences of that.
Duh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how can you just glance over that and just let it happen whenever there's like other things going on that they can't glance over? I mean, some women have to drive to different states to have medical procedures, and I think the initial law was set by a health concern. I mean, it's not good to be injecting cadmium and beryllium and whatever metals. This might not be right, but heavy metals into a kid. And I mean, I'm tattooed all over, but there's a reason those things are in place.
There's no regulations in Arizona, and that's a problem.
Mm-hmm. That's just so goofy.
Yeah, how old were you when you first got your tattoo?
18, 19.
Okay.
And, I mean, do you think
But I grew up in North Georgia, so I saw I saw the 15-year-old tattoos and the ones that were done, and like my buddy's got the color brown, and we can do it in his kitchen type deal. So that was kind of like, ooh, I don't know about that.
Those are bad.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
seeing that. I was never drawn to it, like in high school or college when I would see someone with a tattoo, and then you start seeing like fraternity guys get the little tattoo like on the bottom of their ankle or whatever. Yeah, I was never, just didn't want. I think the pain probably steered me away from it the most.
Oh, man, I got Led Zeppelin's Angel loud and proud on my forearm, and it's just like a whole homage to music,
Sean, do you have any that you regret?
There's one I want to have fixed up. I got my first one. I got a tattoo of the state of New Jersey where I was born on my chest. And so, yeah, that one probably needs to be doctored up a little bit. Anybody listening, if you want to do it, I'd be happy to pay you for your services.
That's funny. Sean, thank you very much for listening to us. We'll see you later.
Absolutely. Take care.
Hey, Morning X. Who is this?
This is Obi Bob from Sandy Springs.
What's up,
Good
Sandy?
morning.
Sandy Springs in the house.
Comments, tattoos, how old?
To me, it doesn't really matter as long as the child or the teenager wants it. They get some medical advice on it, maybe some counseling on it. And also it may be a good idea to, try it out with, say, a henna.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yep.
Yeah.
I think you have some good points, like almost like buying a gun. There should be a waiting period, some sort of educational component where you learn what is actually happening to your skin
Some
at 9.
counseling.
I mean,
Long-term effects.
and
Exactly.
you'd probably be so bummed about having to do so many things, you probably just blow it off. Like at 9, you're like, I don't really want to sign up for a health class on it.
Well, given how children are at that age, if they have to go through all these hoops,
Right.
they're probably not going to be too interested. But if they are interested, then you should probably go forward. I mean, it's just
I
like
don't
if someone
know, Obi. I don't know. At 9?
It seems very
Well,
young.
look at it this way. What if you have a horrible looking nose and people are making fun of it and it makes your self-esteem very low? Wouldn't you want to get that taken care of?
I mean,
Not at 9.
Obi, I've been made fun of my entire life, and to this day, and I just go with it. You just
Well, I understand it. But, you have to look at it. I mean, I've had actual experience where someone wasn't accepted, and if they had been accepted, they wouldn't be hanging from a chandelier.
now that okay, we're going way deeper into it, but your point is accepted. I do agree with
Okay.
you. It is a tough topic, and this guy who did it was in a tough spot in Arizona where there are no regulations. But
Right.
what was he to do?
I think he was on the spot. Maybe he didn't have time to think about it, but he could have walked away ethically.
He said someone was going to do it anyway, and that the parents are right there saying go. So at the end of the day, you got to do but he didn't do what they asked for. Put a totally different tattoo on her arm.
Well, but the artist can always refuse. I mean, there's always that. But that's the other thing. There's liability involved with it. If you mess up a child's arm, it's going to come back on the artist.
Yeah.
And that's why you need the full disclosure. You need to go to the doctor.
Yeah.
You may need to talk to some
You're right.
counselors. You
You're
may do
right.
some other things.
You're right. Hey, thank you for listening to us. We appreciate
Yeah,
it, Obi.
thanks.
Hey, thank you. This is the second time around for me, and you guys are great. I really enjoy the show.
Thank you very much. I love me some Sandy Springs. I go to Fresh One Kitchen over there. That's good.
Plug
food.
that.
Yeah.
All right, dude. We'll see you later.
Thank you. Appreciate
Thanks.
it.
Thank you. It was
Bye-bye.
a pleasure. Bye-bye.
Great takes. I mean, that's just tough. 9 years old getting a tattoo.
Yeah, well, I'm not a parent, but I really appreciate all the comments.
Hi, I'm Joe Saul-Sehy, host of the Stacking Benjamin Show. Every week, we talk about personal finance, saving, investing. And the thing that I've seen with very successful people, they just try more stuff. I like this tip. Leverage debt mindfully.
Biggest financial flex. We're all like, yeah, my dad's rich.
Just make sure your parents do good. That's all you got to do. You never knew personal finance could be this fun. All right, well, then how do you hold the budget together, OG?
Make more money.
Do better. And scene.
Stacking Benjamins. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.